Join me in our little self-care, darling. Why I wear the veil, what the veil symbolizes for me, even deeper beyond the connection to my body. Just feel the story through the embodiment of which your body becomes accustomed to. Respond in truth. Very intelligent, like this human technology, like this human technology computing 1, 2, 3s and the square root of these and the square root of the trees and the square root of nature and the frequencies that vibrate within us. That's nature. That's poetry. Different. It hits differently. You know, moving just hits differently. I love sitting next to the window and having the aesthetic of the blinds just complement my being. And I want to just invite some breaths here, you know, as you self-care with me today. To take this moment to just set your tone, right? Come to your altar, build your altar, bring your essential oils, your essential scents, right? Your candles, yes, your essence for your coming into your body and being intentional about how you are centering yourself and grounding yourself and being in your body and taking care of yourself. As we go through this thing called life, as we're figuring it out, to ground ourselves in our own story without being swept away by the millions of stories and realities that exist on this earth planet. Taking a few deep breaths. I struggle a lot with thinking. Like, I think a lot. And sometimes it gets super overwhelming. This part of my body needs a lot of love. And I didn't know that before until someone actually was introducing touch to and literally all he did was this. And he just it was like he just was caressing my brain, caressing my forehead. And I could feel all the energy just trickle down and just as if it were grounding itself, releasing, you know, and it felt so good. It felt so good. I use this also as a practice to help center any thoughts or overwhelming thoughts or feelings or sensations in my body that, you know, might come up for me, that might be overwhelming in my headspace. This is a really good practice to do when going to sleep. Because, you know, by the end of the day, you might be pooped out, but need, you know, some grounding technique to kind of intentionally allow yourself to let go. How do we allow ourselves to release that information, right? And let it go? It's with a reboot, right? Like a reboot, a reset. Period, baby. Period, baby. What? Okay, because it should. Ooh, look. I didn't think about this. I did not think about that as a hairstyle, yo. Without judgment, you know, without judging, why do I feel this way? Why is my body responding to this? It's it just is, baby girl. It just is, baby boy. Don't even trip, okay? This right here feels super amazing because it just feels as much as I want to say sit with it, I know sometimes it's not easy to just sit with it, right? So allow yourself that time and space to be okay with sometimes getting out of the body too, right? And giving yourself grace, right? God, I think sometimes it's so easy to be gosh, why am I not in my body? I just want to be in my body. but give yourself grace. Your body is like, I want you to be in my body too. I want you to be here with me too, right? But sometimes the body's like, but I'm scared. But I'm scared. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, right? And sometimes it's just a matter of being like, kind of being that voice for your body, for yourself, and saying, hey, right now, I know what you're feeling. I understand what you're feeling. I feel that pain too. And I'm there. I hear it. And sometimes it's scary for me to be here with you. Right? Like recognizing how your body's like, you have a relationship with your body. And to say like, I see you, I hear you. And it's scary for me sometimes too. I just need time. Right? I need time. And you're doing amazing. And you know how, in all the ways in which you operate for me, how to protect me, how to guide me, you know, and I'm just learning how to love you. I'm learning how I can do that for you. I'm learning how I can show up for you. And know that the body understands. The body's just gonna respond based off of the information it's given. So when you say, hey, I need time, I got you, okay, you're okay. I just need to learn how to show up for you. Right now, I'm afraid. Okay. And then it's like you build that relationship with your body, and that's how you start to feel a lot more safe, right? Because then you can start trusting the voice of your body, which is your voice. You can really like connect to your body and understand that your body is your place, your haven, your sanctuary, your temple. Nobody's gonna know your body like you. Nobody's gonna be able to take care of your body the way you take care of your body. So take care of your body and enjoy it. Enjoy the body, enjoy the sensual touches, right? The being able to caress your body, the being able to feel your body, the being able to understand your body, like feel that, really feel that, and understand and know that, ooh, I'm here, you know, and really like make love to your body, you know, like give your body all the love. Like, hands, you work so hard. You be lifting things and carrying things and creating things and all different types, and you just do what you do best. And you know, like, gosh, like this armor hand that I got going on, this my iron fist, you know what I'm saying? Like gosh, I can't even imagine my arm in any different way right now. You know, I mean, I remember how you were because you looked synonymous to this hand, to this arm, but it's like you are uniquely made. You have a unique and divine story, you know, and that's often how I speak to my body, you know, accepting the parts of my body that also tell story, you know. I got this scar through a car accident, you know. My arm was fractured. I rolled over, you know, skidded on the freeway, and this whole part of my arm burned off, like a 3rd-degree burn. And glass was punctured. Forearm was fractured. My tendons were cut off here. I had glass that was stuck in my arm. Stuck in my hand. This was all flesh here. And my finger tendons were cut off. I could barely move them, and they were like this. And then I went through therapy, and I was able to stretch them out. But that story is like, and even when it was agonizing going through the surgeries or the surgery, because it was just one surgery, and then, you know, being on pain medicine and just trying to get through the pain, you know, it was like, this is all that happened, you know, in a car accident that had the potential to take my life. And I get to look at this and I get to be like, thank you. Because I'm so grateful that I get to be alive. I'm so grateful that I get to be alive. And that I get to also use my hands, that I get to see this hand and it gets to be here and I get to hold it and I get to like touch it and rub it every blessed day. Like everybody who knows me, I'm always doing this, right? Because it's very sensitive too, right? Like it's still getting used to sensation. It's coming back to sensation, right? Like sometimes, like even doing this, sometimes like I may or may not feel it, you know, like even rubbing this on my arm is a little bit weird, right? Because it's just like, it's not used to all the different types of sensations it used to be used to, because it's developed layers of tissue that and layers of tissue and cells that are just trying to regenerate so that it can, you know, come back to its sensory. I'm super grateful, and I just know that my story is my story, and our stories are meant to teach us something. Our stories are meant to be stories that we share, and stories that help us as a humanity get through humanity, you know, get through our evolution. And I just want to live in a world where we get to share stories and not take away from each other's stories, but rather recognizing how each of our stories plays a part in the bigger picture and story. Take a deep breath with me. Holding self in love. Giving self grace. Giving self grace. Telling self, I see you. Thank you for showing up in all the ways that you fucking show up. You're amazing. And I love you. You're a sensual Scorpio.